cannot start without the counter.
It wasn't a problem the first 50 videos.
I know. This is how it's gonna be, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it already was.
You know, this is what I have to deal with. You know, I'm trying to be inventive and new and make this exciting for you people, and him, he's just gonna make the same face always. He's gonna hate.
It's true. It's all I'm capable of at this point.
God. Well, you know, I'm Casey. This is the hater. You know, we talk about comics.
That's what we do.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff this week. A couple of big things from Image. Some cute cat things. Stuff like that. You want to start off?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We have a second issue here of Image's D&D-esque fantasy adventure series Rat Queens, starring an all-female cast of adventurers.
Not to be confused with Skull Kickers?
No, not at all. Wasn't there a point where all the Skull Kickers characters got turned into ladies? I feel like that happened.
That
book is
happen.
weird.
That book is weird. There's a lot of alcohol in that book. It probably happened. I don't know if there's well, you know what? I take that back.
There's just as much
alcohol in this comic. But you know, if you were tired of staring at fat dwarves, you can stare at small elf girls. I guess that's a step up.
Gouge out giant monsters' eyes and things.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
It's pretty brutal.
I was gonna say, well, I mean,
honestly,
can we say like Saga? Can we say that with this monster? Are there balls? No. Okay.
No, it has a loincloth.
It has a loincloth.
Monster,
yeah, it is
please.
decent monster. They can't get away with that. From Marvel, the second collection of what is probably my favorite Marvel Now reboot, maybe other than Thor. The God Butcher stuff was really good. But this is Journey into Mystery, Catherine Immonen, Valerio Schiti. This volume sees Sif kind of recovering from her berserker rage that was the first arc, going out into space to bring, and I didn't know this, but apparently Tony Stark built a satellite for Gaia out in space so that she can like build a new garden, but now she's gone crazy because she's like isolated for too long.
Sounds like one of Stark's side projects.
It does, but I had no idea this even happened. So whatever, she goes up there, Beta Ray Bill shows up, Scuttlebutt shows up, Scuttlebutt changes forms and does lots of different things. There's some weird shit man love thing going on. But yeah, Seeds of Destruction, Journey to Mystery, very cool.
Unfortunately, the last volume of the latest Sif stuff.
But Valerio Schiti did a couple pages in the new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Doing the Angela fight scenes.
Which looked very, very good. So hopefully we'll see more from him.
And a big, almost revival, but this...
I don't know if it ever went away.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it may not be on the
in
air.
our hearts.
There you go, Morgan.
This is the first issue of IDW's Samurai Jack ongoing series, written by Jim Zub, who
of Skull Kickers fame. Yep.
Drawn by Andy Suriano.
Yeah!
Who, I mean, really, can you think of a better team to tackle this?
Well, and Andy Suriano was one of the character designers for the show.
I had no idea he actually worked on that.
Yes.
I saw that Samurai Jack Kirby piece he had going.
Yes, he did a very awesome Samurai Jack Kirby print. He also, I guess most recently, comics-wise, did Charlatan Ball.
Yeah, which was a few years
like
ago
a few years ago. But Andy Suriano is awesome. He has big hair, and he draws big, thick dudes. And this is totally new stories. I don't know if it's quite like, you know, the season 10 or Buffy, or if it like continues that type of thing. But with Samurai Jack, you don't care.
It doesn't really matter. All that matters is he's stuck in the future, and he will be forever.
That's right. Aku! Sorry.
You have to get that out. It's been
that's right.
Like
You're lucky I
7
didn't
years.
friggin' rap the beginning, alright? You're really lucky.
He knows the entire thing.
It's sad. It's a very white man rap thing, too. You know, I think that's why I'm able to remember it. It's very white man. What else we got? Another big Image #1, and this one is actually big. This is like 30-something pages, I want to say. Ooh. It's like 30 pages or so. Velvet, #1. Ed Brubaker, Steve Epting, the team that brought you Captain America, that killed Captain America, received death letters for Captain America. They now bring you the screenplay that did not make it into a movie, Velvet. Basic, you know, Ed Brubaker doing what he does best, which is gritty, spy, femme fatale, espionage, CIA, you know, dead drops, dirty corners, fights on rooftops.
It's exactly what Captain America would have been if there hadn't had to have been superheroes.
Exactly. And actually, he kind of says something about that in the back, writing about that. He's like, well, I want to do an espionage book, but, you know, you can only go so far with Cap, unless you're Steranko. Yeah. Right.
Also from Image here. Oh my god. Just moving on. This is the second issue of Sex Criminals by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky, owner of a Garfield jumpsuit.
Large Garfield jumpsuit.
This comic book is drawn by a grown man who dresses up as Garfield in his free time. That's really all you need to know.
Well, actually, no, there's a second part. It's written by a man who will publicly get one nipple pierced.
On
because
stage.
2 nipples, that was too much. He only had the balls for the 1 nipple. I probably wouldn't have the balls for either nipple. But in case you were curious, there is absolutely a picture of half-naked, kind of hairy Matt Fraction, and very white. You could obviously see the man lives in Portland.
He doesn't get a lot of sun.
You know, or, you know, Matt Fraction's on the cover.
Just as white on the cover.
Just as white on the cover, yeah, a little bit less hairy. I think Chip Zdarsky was trying to help him out there. Maybe a little thinner, too. You know, kids make you put on weight, I guess. But yeah, this issue is called Come World, and, well, you know, there you go. These things falling.
They're never getting back
They're never
up.
getting back up. More stuff from Image. This is like, there's a lot of stuff from Image this week. This is one of my favorite nonsensical, violent, psychedelic gradient comics that I have read. Cowboy Ninja Viking, A.J. Lieberman, Riley Rossmo. Riley Rossmo is the kind of thrash powerhouse of, I make a lot of comics a year, which is just amazing in and of itself. The man's constantly working. I think he's got another new book coming up that just got its name changed.
Yeah, it was called something, and now it's called something even more confusing.
Yeah, but his stuff's always really great. This is the story of mental patients who have schizophrenia, multiple personality disorders, that were then taken by the CIA and trained in each of their personalities to kill, kill, and kill.
So why just have ninja training?
Dude, yeah.
You could also have cowboy training.
Yeah.
And Viking training.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we've got, like, Civil War reenactment, dude. There was, what is it, Roman gladiator guy. There was deep sea diver, dude. And I'm not making this up. These are really in the comic. It's cool when each of their various personality speaks, they change the word balloons. And Rossmo does all the colors in this. The tones are really great. Basic idea. One of the triplets, as they call them, goes rogue. Cowboy Ninja Viking is tapped to, you know, clean up the CIA's mess. Basic idea. But this is the full collection, both trades, and a new story by Rossmo in here, just for this collection. And as the monkey stated, this is probably the best-selling comic, the spelling of the comic of the week. Absolutely.
And because every month when this comic comes out, they do something better and even more silly.
I know.
I present to you Daredevil number 32, featuring every single Marvel monster.
Legion of
You've
Monsters!
got Simon Garth, Zombie,
Yes.
Satana, Frankenstein, the Living Mummy, and Werewolf by Night.
I know.
And a pitchfork and torch-wielding mob.
Oh my
all
God.
led by Daredevil.
This
How
was
awesome does it have to get?
Do you need an inside? Like, do you need more of a comic than just that? Clearly, I'm just knocking shit over. But man, last month was what, Silver Surfer, and then this month has got Doctor Strange in it. I just don't know if I can say how amazing this book is. Like, really, on a monthly basis, Chris Samnee might be one of the most competent and consistent pencilers.
And it manages to have like 5 guest stars every issue without feeling totally shoehorned like every other book. It's like, oh, you brought in Wolverine or Captain America or the Avengers. Obviously, sales are low.
You know why? Because Mark Waid writes it, and Mark Waid
He just
knows
really
how to
likes the
write
Marvel Universe.
regular-ass comic books. I know. It's very nice. And what is probably the biggest title of this week? Certainly the most tweeted, whatever, Tumbled, you know, Instagrammed, whatever you kids do. There's a lot of this online. Written by Kelly Sue DeConnick, art by Emma Rios, colors by Jordi Belair. This is like the triple threat of the most popular women in comics right now.
If Fiona Staples did the cover,
if Fiona Staples did the cover, I mean, we'd be like, yeah. I wouldn't be touching this without
even able to stock it.
Exactly. But yeah, this is, God, Emma Rios is amazing. But yeah, this has kind of got a surreal Gabriel Garcia Marquez kind of, you know, multi-layered fantasy reality type of thing mixed with a very nice, like, Sergio Leone Western.
It's definitely got like an El
mystic
Topo
vibe.
acid Western vibe going.
Totally El Topo acid Western vibe. Probably not as much rape as El Topo. Probably
Hopefully.
not. Let's hope not. No, this looks really, really amazing. And it's got a cool, back matter by Kelly Sue DeConnick that actually really shows a nice insight into her life, kind of like how Fraction used to do with Casanova.
Or like Joe Casey does with every single thing he publishes, where you get more of his head than you actually do of the comic.
Exactly, exactly. But yeah, nice big wraparound cover here. This is already out of print. Series is going to be the big one. I mean, if you're at all interested, you know, even if you don't like it, you can flip it on eBay tomorrow for like $20.
And just because there has to be an actual Hellboy comic at least 5 times a year, they can't just make money off BPRD.
No.
Here is a new original graphic novel, Hellboy: The Midnight Circus, by Mignola and Fegredo, featuring, of course, Little Hellboy.
The best Hellboy. I mean, what's cooler? The little Hellboy dude in the army outfit with the like, his arm, it stays the same size. The whole time, I mean, it's the same size as when he's an adult. It's like, I mean, could you imagine that? I mean, you know, but he's, you know, small Hellboy for, what, like 10 pages in the actual Hellboy comic, you know? And then they did that pancake thing. But this is awesome. Fegredo paints, Fegredo draws, he intermixes them all.
He really does.
Spooky.
He plays up his style a lot in this. He plays with a lot of weird mirror, like Hall of Mirrors, trippy circus stuff.
How much is this? I think it was
$15.
$15? $15. Look at that. Hardcover. Very nice. You can't pass that up for $15.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know what? We'll present the cover of the week, and we'll get to that. So, like we said, you know, the Daredevil one was a hard one to beat for cover of the week. It really was. But what beats out Daredevil? Aku and Samurai Jack by Rob Guillory. That's right. Like, holy crap.
He's really been making the rounds on variant covers lately.
I know. Well, you know, when he's probably got his true chew down to a science.
Oh, yeah.
At this point. But yeah, it's amazing. The man is absolutely, utterly amazing. But yeah, as if you needed any more reason to read Samurai Jack this week. And our special treat for you this week. It came in last week, right on Wednesday, and we weren't able to, you know, get it out to people. And this is a necessary thing. You know, I mean, we know you need this in your life.
It's Catstronauts.
In space. Is that not so cute? I mean, look at it. It's just like, oh god, it's so cute. I just want to like rub it and like get the cuteness on myself. But do you not have a heart? Like really, you don't? You see your heart? Maybe just it doesn't. You're like Morgan. Morgan looks at this. He's like, stupid cats. You know.
Oh come on! You gotta give me at least a bit of credit here. I know something adorable when I see it.
I guess he cracked a smile a little bit. But yeah, it's only $4. It's by Drew Brockington. Oh my god, it's so cute. Yeah, they have to, you know...
They have their fish finder satellite they must repair.
Exactly.
What are the cats gonna do if they can't find fish?
I know. And they take fish into space for lunch. It's very cute. Well, yeah.
That's about it for this week.
Cute cats. Half-naked Matt Fractions.
Generally ass-kicking females.
That's right. And comics that fall over. But yeah. And we got some new Pandora action figures in. We got a Game of Thrones lunchbox, in case you need to take your lunch.
Batwoman statue.
And a sweet Batwoman statue. That is very right. So yeah, with that, we hope you all have a very excellent Wednesday, and we will see you all next week, as usual. Thank you all.